so fragile. When you know yourself well, tell me down the sweet life. When I do things for me, 'cause I don't wanna be a therapy. I wanna be free, so ooh, gotta go and grab a spoon now. Ooh, make a life for myself. Ooh, I don't know what I'ma do now. Ooh, but I don't need your help. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. Don't make me stay, do stay. I'm done being stuck. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. The last thing I will ever do for you is wish you the best of luck. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, 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 la 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 la, la 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 la, 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 I know, you know, it's time you let me go. Don't call, don't follow, 'cause I'll do it fine on my own. I know, you know, it's time I'll let you go. Don't call, don't follow, 'cause I'll be gone. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. Don't make me stay, do stay. I'm done being stuck. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. The last thing I will ever do for you is wish you the best of luck. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Get out of my way, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Get out of my way.
Question: did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one.
Hi everyone! Happy Netflix Eve! How's everybody doing today? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. How's everybody feeling? Guys and dolls? Guys, gals, non-binary pals. I'm excited, but I'm nervous and I'm happy and I'm sad. I feel like the squad is going to be vindicated tomorrow because I feel like there's a lot that's going to be said in the documentary tomorrow that we done knew. And for us, it's confirmation. I do feel there will be some revelations. It's going to be interesting to see, how open they are. Because, and I said this on Petal's podcast the other day. Thank you so much to Kathy G for being a member for 10 months. Thank you. I said this the other day on Petal's podcast that, Harry said in the Me You Can't See, they're not going to stop until she's dead. So, from my point of view, I don't see how this ends without Harry and Meghan just exposing everything and everyone. Because if you continue to hold back, they just continue to do what they've always done. Like, there needs to be something that happens, something that's said, something that comes out that just shocks everyone and I guess puts the other side in their place in a way. And I don't think that Harry and Meghan are doing this documentary in a way to be malicious. I don't think that at all. I think from the beginning they've just wanted to be left alone. But it's obvious that their family members, the institution, had a very malicious agenda. So we're going to see the extent to which we fully know the truth. But for today, before the drama of tomorrow, there is a lot to celebrate. And I think that all of this, the People's Choice Awards, the Kennedy Awards, coming on the eve of this docu-series coming out is just such brilliant divine timing, because I feel like it's Harry and Meghan are going to speak their truth, and then we're going to keep it rolling and keep it moving. And now it's really time, after they tell their side in full, to move up and move on. So, welcome everyone who's coming in. Thank you so much to the mods. The moderators. I'm gonna need you today and tomorrow. I mean, this next week, because the haters are gonna be hate listening. We're gonna go through some of the hater comments later on, and you guys, I want you to prepare yourselves, okay? Because the level of petty that I'm going to be when we get to that part of the podcast, you will see a different side of Anne. But we know that the haters love to hate watch, especially around times like this. So Mod Squad, you always do a great job. Thank you so much, but please be very vigilant today. All right, let's get on. First things first. Right, let's start with some nice stuff. People's Choice Awards. Meghan won for Archetypes. Obviously, she wasn't there because she was at the Kennedy Awards. Serena Williams also won, friend of Meghan, the Game Changer of 2022. Well deserved, both ladies. And the People's Choice Award is voted by the people. So, People's Duchess winning a pop culture award. I think that's incredible. I hope that maybe next year Meghan can come to the People's Choice and do the more fun award shows as well. Like the Kennedys, obviously that's a different league, that's looking at philanthropy and what you've given back to society. But it would be nice to see Meghan at some more fun, laid back award shows as well. So congratulations to Archetypes and the whole team. What a phenomenal series it was. And Meghan released a statement on the Archewell website. She said, "Thank you to all of the supporters and fans of Archetypes who voted for us for this special People's Choice Award. I love digging my hands into the process, sitting up late at night in bed, working on the writing and creative, and I love digging deep into the meaningful conversations with my diverse and inspiring guests, laughing and learning with them and with each of you listening. It has been such a labor of love, with an amazing team who were each instrumental in helping to bring this series to life. Special thanks to Terry Wood, who was my right hand in this special project, with Catherine, Rebecca, Andy, Matt, and the wider team, who all worked hard to make each moment resonate. Above all, huge thanks to each of you who voted. Your support means the world. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex." So, well done to all the squaddies for tuning in every week and sharing and listening. And of course, this podcast would not have gone global just with the squad. It has resonated with a lot of people, even outside of our royal fandom. It went to #1 in multiple countries. And no doubt, there has to be more coming after this, because it was an absolute hit. All right. Also over at Archewell, they released these pictures. Now there were some very grainy pics that came out of Harry at the Pearl Harbor National Monument in Honolulu, but we didn't know like exactly what went on behind the scenes of that day. Well, here we have some magnificent pictures. And from the Archewell website, it read, "In November, ahead of the 81st commemoration of Pearl Harbor Day, the Duke of Sussex visited Pearl Harbor National Memorial in Honolulu, a monument honoring the thousands of service members and civilians affected by the tragedy. As part of the Duke's continued commitment to remembering and honoring military personnel, veterans, and families, he toured the sites of the USS Missouri and the USS Arizona alongside Admiral Samuel Paparo, Commander US Pacific Fleet, and Admiral John Aquilino, Commander US Indo-Pacific Command, paying his respects with a ceremonial laying of flowers at the reflection pool." Just think that the firm really thought they were doing something by not letting Harry lay flowers, by I think, wasn't it like the flowers that they made for him went missing or they were thrown away or something, and then they wouldn't let him wear his uniform. I think that the military community have spoken. I think that they can see past what the firm has been doing. And at the end of the day, Invictus Games is well known now within the military community. And I think they do very much respect Harry for what he has done for them and the way in which Invictus has grown and continues to grow. So great to see him with his fellow service men and women. And it's great to see that he was given the respect, he was, given that salute, even at the Queen's funeral, because they deranked him. They would not salute him at his grandmother's funeral. The only member of the royal family who has served in active duty on the front line, other than I think maybe Andrew. But the only more recent senior working royal that served actively on the front line, 10 years in the military and then twice 2 tours of Afghanistan. And at his grandmother's funeral, at his commander-in-chief's funeral, because that was his commander-in-chief, his military personnel in the United Kingdom would not salute him. It was shameful. And I'm just so grateful to the American military community for showing him respect on this day in a way that sadly he wasn't shown in the UK. Also, completely random but not surprising, this clip from the Netflix trailer documentary, in the background you see the Hermes blanket, and searches for Hermes blanket increased by 500%. Who here can afford this Hermes blanket? Y'all were searching for fakes because I didn't search exactly how much that Hermes blanket was, but I'm guessing at least 500 minimum. But people were looking for it, and this happens every single time. Even during the Oprah interview, the furniture that they were sitting on sold out. So that is the Markle Sparkle. Right, to your comments before we continue. Welcome to the chat, everyone, if you're just joining. Also, guys and dolls, put a 1 in the comment section if you want me to do a pre-show tomorrow. So it will be probably around 7:30 UK time, just like a half an hour show where we can chat. I might have some people come up to the stage, just something very casual. And there's also a couple of things that I wanted to go through today, but I just didn't have time to put it on slides. So if you want a half an hour pre-show tomorrow, please do let me know. But I would also do 2 additional shows, one at 2 p.m. UK time and one at 11:30 UK time, to cater for all the time zones. And so we can have immediate reaction after the show. And also, once the press has reacted and social media has reacted, we can have another talk in the evening. But if you want me to do a half an hour pre-show, please put a 1 in the comment section. Yes, Church Nelly, the Rangers are out in full force. They're out in full force, and apparently the NHS ambulance service is going on strike. So they need to watch their blood pressure, because there will not be enough ambulances to get them to the hospital if too many of them have a heart attack. Right, let's go to your comments first. Noreen, yes, they showed Harry so much respect. How wonderful. Bridget, you said it's astounding to see how the British media and even now some American media outlets are trying to justify the animosity towards Harry and Meghan. Yeah, they have been scrambling. They have been blocking people's accounts. I'm already blocked by Piers Morgan and Victoria Arbiter. Victoria hasn't found her eyelashes arbiter. But Kirsty Allop, who I think she's on Channel 4 or something, she blocked me as well. So a lot of the reporters are blocking Sussex fan accounts. They're retracting and backtracking on things that they've said before. They're deleting tweets. They're deleting articles. They're scrambling. Like, can you imagine the sight in Kensington Palace this evening? I mean, it's just gone past midnight, but I don't think anyone is sleeping. Okay, there's a couple of ones in the chat. You do want me to do a pre-show. All right. It would just be a very quick casual chat. Wow, a lot of ones in the chat. Okay. Anne is getting up early and doing a pre-show. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. The blanket costs 1,695. Okay. Just your rent. It just costs your rent. They do payment plans now, right? Piranha, you pay like £100 a month and still get your Hermes blanket. It's not out of reach, folks. Anne doesn't want us to get any sleep. No, I don't. I mean, if you're in the US, you're going to be up at 3 a.m., right? Make your coffee now. Nobody is sleeping today, okay? Bodies assemble. All right, on to the next thing. Listen, I'm not here to laugh at anybody's misery. I'm simply just here to say that watch who you're nasty to. Jane Moore has been particularly nasty to Meghan. And she just announced today that she is splitting from her husband of 20 years live on air. She is not the only woman in the British media that has been incredibly spiteful towards Meghan. Sarah Vine, I mean, infamous. We all remember that headline. I have a niggling feeling about Harry and Meghan's relationship. She also ended up getting a divorce. She actually hasn't stopped being nasty to Meghan. And you also had Alice Evans, who made some pretty nasty comments about Meghan on Twitter, and she's also getting a divorce. You also had Piers Morgan's wife, who apparently is going on a 6-week break from Piers. I don't know who in a happy marriage needs a 6-week break, but all of these people were focusing on the wrong marriage. They were focusing on Harry and Meghan's marriage instead of their own, and here we are. So I'm just saying, I'm not here to laugh at anyone, but karma will do its job. And so much of the attacks against this couple have been unnecessary. They've just been out of spite. And it's just really weird that almost everyone that has had something horrible to say about Harry and Meghan, like something has happened to them. You got people. Do you remember when Eamon Holmes was like, I hope that Harry gets thrown off a balcony? And then like weeks later, he hurt his back or something. Like, listen, karma is doing its thing, and be careful, folks. Be careful on these streets. Over at TMZ, you have Angela Latrine. TMZ calling on Angela Latrine was not on my bingo card. I have no idea. Well, I guess I do know why TMZ would call on her, because she's willing to say anything and everything, and it gets them clicks. And then you also had the Mirror, who tweeted this: Harry and Meghan did not tell the palace that their son had arrived for several hours. And so what? And this is one of the things that I hope this documentary looks into, this commodifying of the royal children, literally from birth, to the point where their own parents cannot have boundaries on when the press and certain parts of the palace see their children. And it's like you're born into this institution and you just belong to them. And that is wrong, and that has to change. So I hope that this documentary does look at the royal kids and what can be done so that they don't grow up in this institution in the way that royal children have been brought up, because I just don't think that children need to be thrust into the spotlight in the way that royal children are. I don't think that royal children should be, treated like working royals. And what purpose does this even serve anymore? This is 2022. Right, to your comments before we continue. Maggie, I wonder why they're deleting stuff. They're running scared. They are really running scared. Black Queen, that's my mortgage. The Hermes, just get a fake one, hun. Oro, what, 3 a.m.? Oh, do you know what? I'm so sorry. Lightside actually sent me the list of all the times that it's gonna go live. I can just, because I can't upload it at the moment. I'll just read them off quickly, like the main ones. UK, 1 minute past 8. France, 1 minute past 9. Okay, so if you go off of the UK, 1 minute past 8, and then just work it out in your time zone. and then you'll get the time that it comes out in your country. Okay. Ginger Lily, and what's wrong with the British media? Now Meghan cannot wear white because she has two toddlers, chickens, dogs, and it's against dry cleaning because it's harmful to dolphins. Was that a Daily Fail article? Was that a headline in the Daily Fail, or did you just make that up? Because that could definitely be a headline in the Daily Fail. Meghan can't wear white because she has two toddlers, chickens, dogs, and is against dry cleaning because it's harmful to dolphins. That is exactly the type of thing that I would expect in the Daily Fail. But no, she can't wear white, and she can't eat avocados because it's fueling the Mexican drug cartel. Yeah, light side, Karma's working overtime. I'm not laughing at them. Karma is just doing its thing. Yes, Lily, God don't like ugly. We do not like ugly. Melissa, it's 8 a.m. UK time. Valerie, when you wish for evil on someone, it comes back to fight you. Amen to that. God is watching. Okay. But yeah, this is the state of the UK reporters on Twitter at the moment. Christopher Boozy, who's also going to be in the docu-series and has been working a lot on Twitter and other social media platforms looking at the bot activity and bullying and trolling, he said that he was invited to appear on Piers Morgan's Uncensored, but Piers hasn't blocked. So I don't know if he is going to go on Piers Morgan Uncensored. I personally don't think he should. I don't think that he should engage with Piers Morgan at all. I am also a proud member of the Blocked by Piers Morgan Club, Blocked by Victoria Lost Her Eyelashes Club, and Blocked by Christy Alsop Club as well. Okay. Right, I guess we can. All right, that's all that nonsense out of the way. I guess we can get to the Ripple of Hope Awards now. First things first, I have only seen a couple of clips. I didn't. I believe there was a live stream, but I didn't stay up to watch it, so I haven't seen the entire speech and talk that was given. But I did see a clip of Harry joking about, him and Meghan were meant to be on a date night, and he didn't know that 1,500 people were going to be there as well. And they were just exchanging jokes and laughing with the Miss Kennedy, who was so welcoming and really stood by them the whole night, has been a great advocate for the couple. And I think they also talked about social justice, but I haven't seen the full speech. But overall, it was a totally glam night. And one of the first things I noticed, and this is most definitely symbolic, Meghan was wearing Diana's freedom ring, the aquamarine freedom ring, and I believe that Harry gave this to her on the wedding day as a wedding gift. And how symbolic that Meghan would be wearing this, right? She wore Louis Vuitton. This is custom Louis Vuitton. Custom. Beautiful detailing on the back. Nicely fitted but still loose for comfort. I love the sleek hair bun. Makeup very natural but still glam. Simple details of the earrings. And I love the white. I think I guessed that she was going to wear gold or silver, but she went with white instead. And how magnificent she looks off the shoulder dress. Listen, guys, face card never declines. My God, how youthful does she look? And her I want to know what toothpaste she uses. Like, her teeth are so pearly, but you know what? They're that pearly white, but it's not that blinding. Like, I got my veneers done, and now I look like I've got horse teeth, kind of Hollywood teeth. It's like they're just it's like very natural looking milky white, not that like glaring blinding you like the sun. I want to know who her dentist is, what toothpaste she uses, and who is it that I think they have a ID for her makeup. Give me a sec. Because I know the girlies want to know. I think Daniel did do her makeup and her hair. Give us a sec. Her hair is by Sergen Normant, who does quite a lot of hair for different celebrities. If you go to their Instagram, it's got Sarah Jessica Parker, Julia Roberts. So we had a great glam squad for the night. Harry being a gentleman, as always. And see what other pictures we got. Oh yes, during the speech, they were presented with a picture of Diana. So really lovely. All right, we'll go to your comments. Chosen to be his. Yes, that's 3 a.m. US time. That is exactly 3 a.m. US time. That's when y'all have to get up and watch it. Thank you, Lightside. I am so proud of my blocked achievements. That's 3 blocked badges I have. I'm telling you, by the end of next week, I'll probably be blocked by all of the Royal Rota. Yes, Sharon, Meghan's skin is flawless. No Photoshop needed here. Karen M, someone said the Ripple Awards we can see December 28th. What, like the full award show? If you go to my channel on the shorts tab, I did upload a video of them walking into the award show. I think that's got like 24,000 views now or something. Thanks so much, everyone. Yes, Madan, you made it to a show. Hi, thank you for joining us. I see a lot of you saying she's glowing. Joke about that. White teeth is a thing in this country. Unlike other places whose names we won't say. Thank you so much, moderators. You're doing a fantastic job doing the Lord's work. All right, and all of this winning has got people whining. Who's ready for some pettiness? So these were screen grabs that a squaddy took of, I think it's a mixture of Reddit forums, tweets, responses to comments, and these are all the Rangers, by the way. It's funny, but it's also just wild and crazy that people are this obsessed with someone they don't like. And this is why Tina and Michelle used to say all the time, Meghan's haters are her biggest fans. So I'm going to read some of these comments because they're just wild. So you got one of them, the big one with a yellow avatar that says, "This is so discouraging. I feel like she's constantly winning and there's never any consequences for her lies. I think I'm going to need a break from all things Meghan. It's getting me down." Hun, you are more than free to stop watching. Nobody is forcing you to follow Meghan Markle, read news about Meghan Markle, watch the show tomorrow. You know all of these people are going to be watching tomorrow. Nobody is forcing you. Nobody was forcing you to listen to Archetypes, but you just can't stop watching. Another person said, I'm so sick of her victories. I'm tired of waiting for her to get her comeuppance. I want karma to get her now. Sorry, these last few days have been a lot on Meghan Markle news. It's been crazy. You know, think of people who are literally in the news all the time at the moment. Elon Musk, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian. I had their names blocked on all my socials. I can't tell you what's been happening with Kanye the last few weeks. I have not wanted to know. I have not made it my business to know. Blocked. If you don't want to pay attention to something or someone, no matter how much they are on the news, it's 100% possible. If I could ignore all the news about Kanye West the last a month or two, you can ignore Meghan Markle. Another person said, I am speechless. Watch her come out triumphant tomorrow after Netflix because people are gullible and fall for the manipulation. You mean the people that read the tabloids? Another person said, I am so angry, I'm tearing up. Wow, she's tearing up, folks. How stupid am I? Very. But what is going on? Another person said, I need to stop looking at everything for a while. It just seems like evil always wins. I honestly won't be surprised if public opinion swings back to her favor after Netflix. What else? Okay, so somebody else said, I was so happy and relaxed just watching the news and seeing it crash and burn. I thought, oh my God, finally! Finally, we don't have to fight so hard just to get a fraction of the truth out. I thought this is it. She's done. But now I think about it, I was so naive. So these people were literally waiting for Meghan's downfall. And I just asked the question, for doing what? You know, it's so weird to me how many people are suddenly so concerned about the image and the reputation of the British monarchy. The British monarchy that is linked to the likes of Savile, of Epstein, need I go on? It's just so strange to me how all of a sudden they're so concerned. And even when Harry and Meghan were walking into the event, amongst all the cheers, and there was so much fanfare and cheers. I don't have the video. I'm not going to play it because I'm scared of copyright. But amongst all the cheers, and it was mostly cheers, they were surrounded. There was one person that shouted, Meghan, you ruined the monarchy. A 100 and something pound woman who's 5'7" from California ruined the monarchy. Ruined a 2,000-year-old institution with MI5 at its disposal. I mean, if that's all it took to ruin the monarchy, then perhaps the foundations of the monarchy weren't particularly strong in the first place. But I think the haters need to get a clue, because you look at everything that's on the screen and all the amazing initiatives that Archewell is doing, to have that much anger, to me, just seems very irrational. And I think they need to do some deep reflection on where that is coming from and why, because it's not healthy at all. Right, to your comments. Oh, there's 1,100 of you in the chat. Thumbs up, y'all. Yes, the deranged are deranged. The deranged are deranged. They are more than deranged. Is there a word that is more stronger than deranged? Dululala? They're dululala. Yes, Marina, they're pathetic. Just think, they're gonna have to actually spend. How much is Netflix now? I haven't checked my subscription in a while. It's like $9.99, right? They're gonna have to spend a whole $9.99 to watch a woman that they hate. Yes, they need a psychologist. Even better, they should get a better up coach. Yes, that's what they need. They need a psychologist and a better up coach. Church Sunday, do we have holy water for the derangers? It will probably melt them. Please don't throw holy water at those people. They cannot be saved. It will just melt. Asa, guys, how can I watch? I don't have Netflix. Right. Asa, have you got Twitter? Go on Twitter, and I'm so sorry I can't post the link now. Okay, do you know what? I'll try and get the link for you tomorrow. But I do believe there is a watch party. There's someone in the squad on Twitter that does watch parties. I think her name is Amara. I'll try and get the details for you if I can. But I think usually with her you have to like email her and then she'll add you to the Discord. But there are ways you can watch it. And I'll try my best to get that to you. Or you can is there anyone you know that has Netflix that you can share your password with? Maybe try that. Yes, Black Queen, the clownery. Pure clownery. Ah. Yes, be strong smells embarrassment. Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing. There was all these articles earlier today about people are canceling Netflix. Like, please, they are literally going to resubscribe just to watch this and then unsubscribe again. Oh, and yes, that's another thing I didn't mention actually. That heckler was British. So I'm wondering if that was somebody from the media pen. Also, I'm gonna repost the clip maybe on socials because I have to be a bit careful with my channel. But on Sky News, they were asking people on the red carpet, like, what do they think about the royal family? And there was this one guy who was just like, I don't care. I don't care about the royal family. And then there was also one of the actors from Succession who was like, what did he say? He said, there was obviously something very traumatic that happened to Harry and Meghan, and that it's okay for them to tell their story. So the couple are getting a lot of support, and I do think that tomorrow is going to be a huge turning point. Oh, thank you so much, Sherry Ware. She's posted the link to the Twitter party. There you go. Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna. Was there a way for me to copy this? Okay, I'll go back to the live chat after this is done and try and post that in the on the community tab. But thank you so much, Sherry Ware. Sherry Ware, if you can just repost that just a couple of times throughout the chat so people make sure that they can see it and get the link, because we don't want anyone missing out just because they don't have Netflix. Right. Thank you so much, Alan Vernon. Do you think the lady that was yelling was the same one that got told off by the teenager? No, because it was a man. The lady that got told off by our squaddy friend, that was a woman. The one that was holding Tom Bowles' book. This heckler was a man. Hen Pal, the guy works for Sky News. Okay, thank you so much for tracking him down. Oh, someone said that he was from ITV and was paid for that. Oh, I'm sure. And the fact that it was just him who was heckling Harry and Meghan. Mad World Netflix better not crash. I'm sure they've got all their servers running up properly. This isn't Twitter. We're not sloppy. All right. But yeah, I think that was most, for the Ripple of Hope Awards. Great accomplishment. Everything that Harry and Meghan have done in the last 2-3 years, and all the things that we have done, having been inspired. We planted a whole forest, literally 1,000 trees, physically, 1,000 trees. We raised 100,000K for Camp Fed. We raised 25K for Invictus. We've raised so much money for different organizations. There was Tiny Tickers that give I don't know what they're called, those heart machines for young babies that are born with heart problems. What else have we done? Even just between the squad, community and friendships, that's important as well. And so I think we can be very proud of ourselves, squad. I don't have the full list but it's something like over going close to 1 million now. The initiatives that we've raised money for just between us, and all of that inspired by our faves and our favorite saying: service is universal. That is our saying here. Service is universal, and there's so many ways that you can serve others. But I think the primary way really is just having kindness and compassion for others, and that's unfortunately what this institution cannot have, even for their own. So the royal institution cannot have, even for their own family members, let alone the public and others, that they could help more if they wanted to, but they don't. They mostly, as William always likes to say, just want to give a smile here and there.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it's lots more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
Just a reminder, he said that to Ukrainian refugees who just come from a war zone. Anywho, no one is more nervous this evening than Kensington Palace. And I believe that one of the biggest revelations will be about the briefing from inside the palace and who was briefing. And I think that they're going to name names. I think that William and Kate will be named, possibly Camilla too, maybe Charles. Courtiers, butlers, shoe shiners, toothpaste polish applicators in the palace will be named. And the tabloid writers have been scrambling to backtrack on this whole idea of them getting information from so-called palace sources, royal sources, insider sources. And so Emma Kennedy here tweeted, what's annoyed you? I'm sticking up for himself. So this was somebody who tweeted about Harry, and she responded by saying, what's annoyed you? Him sticking up for himself, him sticking up for his wife. And they are answering back. They've been briefing against them, the firm, since day dot. Where else do you think the stories are coming from? I was told by a journo that the briefing is coming from William's camp, and it is relentless. And somebody else said, so if the royal family and their staff have not been briefing or leaking against Harry and Meghan, then that means there are no real royal sources. Exactly. So if they're now turning around and saying that the royal family has not been briefing, okay, well then who are the royal sources? So if there's no royal sources, were you just making everything up? It's either there were royal sources and leaks coming from inside the house, i.e. other family members and staff inside the palace, or everybody in the British press has been lying. Which one is it? And then the person goes on to say, and all the articles and books written about them over the years are made up lies? Is that what the British press is telling us? Good question. But there was this that was written, I think this was by Roya Nika in one of her Times articles, when she said about William, the sense of embattlement has been entrenched by William's decision to reach out to senior figures in the media as he prepares for kingship, and by the apparent decision of those same newspapers to side with the palace over Harry and Meghan by peddling the most negative coverage of the Duchess. And who in the media is he talking about? He's talking, of course, about Jonathan Rothermere, this guy. Pictured here with William, with Camilla, with Sophie, and Lizzie. And there are so many articles that have come out over the years about, Kensington Palace leaking. And it's just so obvious because all of these negative articles about Harry and Meghan, but none about William and Kate. How? So, that is all I have to say for today. You all, well, a handful of you anyway, said you want a pre-show tomorrow. I think that's a good idea. Won't be longer than 15-20 minutes. We can count down with our morning coffee or morning prosecco, whatever you'll be drinking, and have a chat before the show starts, I'm going to get through it as quickly as possible, and then likely around 2 p.m. Around 2 p.m. we will do an immediate reaction. I will be taking calls, so that will probably be about 2 hours. Could go on for 3, depending on how much you lot have to say. And then I have a show in the evening. I'm going to a theatre show, and then when I come back, we'll do an evening show sometime around 11:30. But with that, I am done. I'll just take your final comments. Thank you so much, as always, everyone. 1,200 in the chat. That is amazing. I think my record for a live audience was 1,900. Or did we hit 2,000 one time? I can't even remember. That's so bad. I think it was like 1,900. So we'll see if we hit 2,000 tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be a good day. But just if I, forget to say thank you all. This has been just a phenomenal year. We have grown so much, not just on this channel, but in the Sussex Squad space. I do believe that we had a huge impact pushing back against the British tabloid. I mean, could you imagine if there was like no Sussex Squad whatsoever? You would have basically ended up with what happened with Diana, because there was no one there. There was no social media. There was none of this. So well done, squaddies. And shout out as always to the originals, the OGs, Tina and Michelle. I think that Tina and Michelle are going to do a podcast on Sunday. I think they will be doing one. I would love for them to do it, because I think we need to hear from them. They, more than anyone, will be vindicated tomorrow. Right. Oh, please give me your best captions for these photos. Best captions, please. Oh, it's 30 past midnight. I got my yellow belt, right? And this was my first lesson as a yellow belt. I am wrecked. We were doing a lot of throwing today. I still haven't perfected my break falls, so like my body was taking so much impact. I'm wrecked. Right after this, I'm having a very, very hot shower. Beat and Pell, I think the Sussexes won't name people, but the tabloid people they name. What, you think they won't name people within the palace? I think that Jason Knopf will be named, because Meghan did actually mention him in an official Sussex response after the court case, when he briefed the Daily Fail. It's just that it didn't really make the news because there was a blackout. But she did, I can't remember her exact words, but she said, isn't it, I'm paraphrasing here, but she said somebody that should be protecting the interests of the royal family is briefing against a member of the royal family, or something along those lines. So it's not even like she hasn't, named names before. I mean, she said Jonathan Rothamir's name. So he has to be mentioned in the documentary series, right? Along with Murdoch and all the other press barons. But maybe you're right in that they might hold back with some of the people within the household. I don't know. Lightside, I want to know who the person was who accused Meghan of bullying before the Queen passed. Same person has requested Palace to fight back against Netflix. I want names. Well, the theory about the whole bullying allegations was that it was Jason Knopf that put down the names of 2 or 3 staffers without letting the staffers know, and then the staffers retracted. And then the staffers said, "We don't want our names on this." And so I think we'll probably hear about these so-called bullying allegations as well, because Janet Afia alluded to this in the BBC documentary. The Prince and the Palaces? Sorry, what was it called? The Palace and the Princes? Right. Kenneth, you said, I heard that Rebecca Sanes, head of audio at Archewell, will be leaving. I hope a replacement will be found soon. Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe she was just there for one project. People in showbiz do tend to move around. Bridget, you said, I hope that Meghan and Harry name names too. Does anyone else think that at this point Meghan and Harry have no F's to give in regards to the British monarchy and the firm? Well, I don't think they need to have any F's to give. Would you, if you felt that they were trying to unalive your wife? What F's to give would you have, to be honest? Jill Woodcock, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Because you are my favorite British voice of reason. Oh, happy holiday season to you as well, Jill. You are lovely. Much appreciated. And thank you everyone so much who donated to my judo club as well. They really appreciate it, and that's less expenses for them when they're sending um students to competitions, because judo is not a sport that makes that much money. It's not like MMA or wrestling. So you are truly appreciated. I can tell you that now. And thank you so much, Jill. Paul Charles, you said, and the British press and royal family have to understand America is a free country, and we can do or say what we want without anyone telling us what to do or say. Yes, and I think, and you saw it with the responses from the derangers, that they are really shocked that the British tabloid smear campaign didn't work. They are truly just gobsmacked. But God don't like ugly, and you know, all it needed was just patience. I think eventually they would wear themselves out. Eventually people would start to ask what's going on. And here we are now. And I think this also goes to show what patience and prayer can do, because we're going over 2 years since Harry and Meghan stepped down as working royals. They could have really spilled all with the Oprah interview. They didn't. They spilled some. Pretty much from the moment they left, they could have sat down and did an interview, but they took their time with the Oprah interview, and they've now also taken their time with this docu-series. So patience and prayer, I think, is the biggest lesson that I think we should all take away from this. Thank you so much, Educate You, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you. Marine, yes, I would love to hear from Tina and Michelle. Well, she's alluded to a Sunday podcast, and I am in touch with her. So I will continue to encourage her to do it, because I want to hear from them on the show, and I would definitely call in. Rita, I'm wondering how much they paid Chloe and Haley to go to all those boring people. I hope they got a lot. I hope my good sis and her good sis got a lot. Oh, is Arnold okay? I can see messages to Arnold, but I don't know what Arnold's original message was. Please post it again. I hope you're okay, Arnold. Madam, I wonder if H&M found bugging devices when they were moving. This is something that I've always wondered. It wouldn't surprise me, because wasn't there message deleting software on Meghan's phone? And this was one of the reasons that she forgot about a certain statement, and there was like a mistake made in the court case or something, because the messages got deleted from her phone. I want to know about that as well. Like, is that something that all royals have in case they're kidnapped or something? Is that something that they just gave, to Meghan, or what's the procedure for that? Because I found that really weird. Thank you so much, B10 Pal. Thank you for the super sticker. Oh, thank you so much, Louise. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be a long day. Right, Sharon, I think tomorrow's episodes will be about their love story with a cliffhanger, and then the last 3 about the firm and the British media. Nice guess. All right, I think that's pretty much all of your comments. Get some sleep, everyone. I'm gonna go rub salt on my wounds, and yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for a pre-show. All right, when should I schedule it for? 7:30 UK time. One in the chat if that's okay. 7:30 UK time, and then we can count down. Is that okay? I'll wait for your responses. For those of you that actually do want to come to the morning show. Okay, I can see a couple of ones in the chat. All right then, 7:30 it is. Right, see you tomorrow, folks. Ciao.
I know you don't mean to, but you're blocking my view. I know you got issues, but I got my shit too. I don't wanna be your therapy no more, no more. You don't wanna hear this, but it's you, it's not me. Ooh, gotta go and grab a spoon now. Ooh, make a life for myself. Ooh, I don't know what I'ma do now. Ooh, but I don't need your help. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. Don't make me stay, don't stay. I'm done being stuck. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. The last thing I will ever do for you is wish you the best of luck. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Catch you on the flip side. Maybe we can be friends when you're not so fragile. When you know yourself well, somewhere down the sweet line. When I do things for me, 'cause I don't wanna be your therapy. I wanna be free, so ooh, gotta go and grab a spoon now. Ooh, make a life for myself. Ooh, I don't know what I'ma do now. Ooh, but I don't need your help. Get
question. Did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one.